Alright, let's see. Hello, hello. Uh, my voice is still coming back, so bear with me, because I'm probably gonna sound awful. Um, Let me just see how I come through on... Okay, not bad. Um, yeah, hi. It's been a week, because I spent last weekend sick. And I'm only now getting over it. I had spent a lot of this week either being super sick from the new flu that's going around, or just from being ugh, tired because of the after effects. I'm feeling a lot better though, so that's a plus. Shut up, computer. It's needing an up. My computer wants to update, but I told it no. Whatever. Yeah. So today, kind of just going into this without any real plan. I felt like playing Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls 1 though, or Dark Souls 3, or the games that people would expect me to pick. No, we are going to be playing. Where's my mouse? Dark Souls 2, which next to Demon Souls is arguably just a favorite of mine. I know what a lot of people say about the game, like how it's like, oh, it's janky, oh, it's weird, oh, it's different. I don't know. I like Dark Souls 2. I like it a lot. And probably gonna need to turn this hella down. As I'm sorry if you hear any like lingering cough or sniffle and all that, because trying to keep myself from like breaking out into a coughing fit is gonna be fun. Giving people a chance to just kind of make their way in, because I have a couple of people who are wanting to see how this game starts and see how this goes.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten
I'm
land.
gonna let the intro play out. Mostly so I'm like trying to get back into the swing of this. I'm just like, I don't know how to talk on camera, on video stream. I don't have a camera.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
How long is this intro? Hey, Mike. Honestly, yeah. FromSoft really likes to use a certain type of color scheme. The intro shows its age, but in a good way. Oh yeah, like I'm like for being a PS3 game, not bad at all. Even with this being the updated re-release, like
a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
man, I can't believe the game just like ends there. All right. Left to our devices, we are starting as this fine gentleman. All right. Now I gotta get used to this because I'm so used to SMT. So it's like I press that. That's R2. That's how you run in SMT. All right. So nice little area to get kind of familiar. And I'm not gonna bother. There's little things you can walk onto. They're not really worth the fight.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead.
Oh yeah, no, this like even for being a re-release which was on both the 3, 4, and the 5, I actually don't even think it got a proper 5 port. Like this game holds its own visually, if anything. Like I adore the way this game looks.
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
is your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
I also really like the fact that they just straight up are like, this is an important item. This is a item modeled in the game. This is how you like basically reclaim your human status whenever you die. Like this is how you activate like your hollow like you basically reverse like your death and everything.
It's an
So the fact that
effigy of you.
you just kind of like get this item in a cutscene is so cool. All right. I take issue with the cleric having 11 strength while bandit and swordman have 9. So I am gonna go explore. I like to go explore just because they give you a lot of cool little gifts to start the game. Cleric operates on JoJo rules. True. Yeah. I'm not going to bother spending too much time on appearances just because most of the armor I wear does not show my character off anyways.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse. You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
I kind of like how they go about approaching like the whole lifeless, like the whole like hopeless feel that this world has. Are all these the same woman? Not the same women. They all have like they all have different names and everything. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but yeah, they're all different characters. They're the firekeepers of this game. In the previous game, firekeepers were people who tended the fire, tried to keep people on the path to keep it lit. In this game, they're just kind of old. They're old and fun. I like them. Alright, so starting as an explorer, you get a lot of crap. You get a bunch of life gems, the witching urn, which is a magic item, which puts aromatic ooze, which puts magic on your weapon, repair powder, which is super important and like gold early on, rusted coin, which is a boost to luck. I don't use this very often. I don't use these often either, but I also know where to go half the time. And a bunch of other items. You start with a knife and some basic gear. Oh, wow, I just don't start with the ring equipped. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to sugarcoat anything, and that's what I like about it. Like, those women are straight up telling you. It's like, this is, like, we've seen it before. Time and time again, people have come, people have failed. They're not going to tell you, like, oh, you're going to succeed, because they've seen too many people fail. And that's kind of what I like about this world building type of thing, because it's like, will we be the next one to succeed? Who knows? They sure don't believe it, but I don't blame them. It's a Majora's Mask if Majora's Mask toss out its inhibitions. Yeah, pretty much. Wasted all of my urns, but you know what? It was worth it. All that for a stone ring, which actually I think I'm gonna want because I think I'm gonna. I know what kind of build I'm gonna go for. I might play this. I might not make this like a full-on playthrough, but I might play on and off and just see what happens. Lost my train of thought there. Like, not something I'm gonna dedicate a lot of time to, but occasionally just jump in, play a little bit of Dark Souls just to show it off. Because this is one of my like I said, not even just my favorite Souls game. This is just one of my favorite games. Period. Like I enjoy Dark Souls too.
This is why this lot.
Even if this game has a reputation of being a tad janky, I still love this game a lot. Alright, bonfires. Resting points. How you can attune your spell slots. Fast travel. You could store items in here if you want. Does this tree count as a hub? No, actually. You'll see the hub in a minute. You don't actually start the game in the hub. And I'll show you why once we get there. Soul of the Lost Undead, and a torch. So these points also restore your health, your stamina, your equipment's durability. And later on you get an item called the Nestus Flask, which... The Estus Flask will come into play later, but it also refills that. Estus Flasks are essentially useless to some degree in this game. So all these like torch things, all these torch things serve a purpose. The purpose is something I can't achieve right now, so I kind of want to hold off on them. But I'll show what they do. I'll probably show what they do off at a later time. But jeez, that was brutal. Yeah, this game can be pretty rough and brutal. Like, it's dark. The stamina thing will kind of resolves itself later, but that's an honest that's a fair thing to have issue with. Boltstone. Oh, early boltstone. Early boltstone's cool. Strength cost stamina, attacks cost stamina, roll. You know, point. Yeah, and like that's kind of where the strategy aspect comes in, because it's like you gotta really like plan out your every move, which is kind of like what they intend. Is just like they want you to go out of your way to like figure out your next move. Majula. This is the hub world.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
She gave me an item I barely use.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
You may level up at the Emerald
Bearer
Herald.
of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are their soul once you so that
Or not. Let me try to reload the area. Is it really? Interesting. I mean, if that's the case, I'd be happy with that, because again, biased because I really like this game. On Firelight.
bearer seek the less.
I didn't even bother explaining that. Give me 1 second. Alright, so you got Vigor, an attribute that determines HP. Endurance, it determines your overall stamina. Vitality, an attribute that determines your maximum equip load. Attunements, attribute governing number of spells that can be attuned, boosts spellcasting speed. Strength, which is your basic attack to wield heavy, powerful weapons. Dexterity, boosts attack, it wields weapon to requiring finesse. Adaptability raises various attributes to assert one's survival. Boosts agility and various resistance. A lot of people's issues with this game is this affects iframes. In this game, you actually start with less iframes than you did in the first game, and you have to earn them and go above them. So you have to get to a certain point to even get to how it felt in the first game. My problem with that is, I've never really had an issue with it. I've gone through playthroughs not doing adaptability, and I've been fine. And I don't like the way Dark Souls 1 feels half the time. Now, adaptability is good as I get older, because like back then, I don't know, back then me was like a whole different beast. I was able to do shit. I don't hate, I could still do pretty good without it, but it's like, I like to have it pretty high. But I like the way adaptability works. People's big issue is just it doesn't ever come up properly, which is fair. Intelligence is for magic, it boosts magic defense and proficiency. And lightning defense and proficiency with faith. I forgot this literally just says, you die if this reaches 0. A little on the nose there, game. Okay. Just HP. You die if this reaches 0. Required to carry out actions complete, and then a bunch of crap that you could probably piece together over time. You can relate to the younger me comment. Yeah, like back then, I used to be able to accomplish all sorts of crap. Now it's like I struggle. People die when they are killed from the original Fate Stay Night. Yeah. I'm not explaining these bloodstains, by the way. There's actually something about this that I would rather let myself show when the time comes. Yeah, bloodstains are essentially just like it shows you how people died like the last like 5 to 10 seconds of somebody's life. Sometimes they don't make sense. Sometimes they only make sense if you know things. I'm not going to explain what those ones meant. Those aren't previous players? Yeah, no, those are previous players. All of these bloodstains are players who have played the game and died. I say I don't use it, but I'm also going to be driven crazy if I don't have it equipped. Mike, what's an infamous thing that has to do with chess in fantasy settings that could potentially cause that? In what situation would there be bloodstains next to a treasure chest? I'm not gonna say it on stream, but check Discord, Mike. Wait, that's I can't equip this. I am. I have one strength off, but I can two-hand it, so that's fine. Okay, I don't think I've ever actually seen the firebomb this guy throws do that, and that's pretty funny. Yeah, some of the animations in this game are a little weird. I wish I had a lot to say, but I really don't have much because being sick, I kind of just... Oh, shit. Being sick, I kind of just don't have a lot to say coming back. Alright, let's see. Okay. Also, as you can see, once we unlocked Majula, that made it the first of the spawn points. I expected to get grainy, but the tearing's doing pretty good. Graininess is expected, especially with this game. Alright, so now I can wear this without having to two-hand it. So let's put on, I can't even wear that, never mind, fuck. Man, my character can't equip shit. Okay.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. And now somebody's gone and locked the door. Ah, yes, very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Oh, that Lenegrast. Let me see if I can... Yeah, no, he's just sitting there. He's green and stuff because he's undead. He's hollowing. He's interesting. He's kind of an asshole, but he means well.
You won't get me.
I love playing this when there's like one person who has no idea what the fuck is going on. I love it every single time. So in this game, anybody can die. You can literally choose to kill whoever the hell you want. I killed him because his set of gear. Here, let me just straight up pull up the definitions. Increased number of souls acquired. if you wear his gear, you can get like the amount of souls you get from enemies is increased by a portion. So I have his full set. He basically picks up and sells armor related to like enemies, bosses, and stuff later. You can get him in New Game Plus, that I really don't see. I don't really care for the ones he does sell, because the gear I usually end up with anyways is better. So unfortunately, having the side effect of having a very good passive effect, he kind of draws the short stick.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement, a place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden, and like you, I lost everything, and now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you.
This is such a new thing. The only time I ever had an option like that ran the risk of being caught by guards. That's fair. In this game, actually, I know in the first game, there was this, like, sin meter, I guess. I don't remember, like, the exact word for it. But basically, if you killed somebody, you got, like, a sin tally put onto you, and you would be hunted down by a certain covenant. Covenants in this game are dead. I don't even know if the PvP is as active as it used to be. Like, this game is, like, not super active anymore. But there was a time where people would hunt you down if you did things like that. Made fun. Made for things to be very fun. If you're good enough, you can make it from here to there and basically have a shortcut to a thing that's supposed to be available to you much later. I haven't been able to pull that off in forever. Whoops. Make it precarious. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Mike? Oh, I forgot to mention that adaptability also affects how fast you use items. So some of these animations get faster if you just straight up have more adaptability, which I kind of need. I forgot that the like the actual like speed of animations was affected by that. Like jump. Oh, yeah, the narrow pathways. Yeah, you get used to that. Hmm? That must have fallen off the enemy. Yeah, so that had to have fallen off this guy. I just like to use the points whenever I go back to Majula. Like, ideally, the thing is, if you die, you lose them. Like, not for good. If you have a chance to get them back, if you can make it back to where you died without dying a second time. And like, it's not that hard. Like I said, I just like to do it after bosses or anytime I go back to Majula. Because as you've probably already gathered, I don't, or at least early on, you're not going to die a lot unless you don't know how this game works. yeah, by the way, archers are super annoying in this game if you haven't realized. Goes without saying, but it felt like I needed to reaffirm that fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just navigating.
Sorry about that. That guy was being annoying. What were you saying?
Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came to this forsaken land, it was a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps. I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Well, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me. Shame on you. You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion. What a joy.
Alright. Sometimes you gotta talk to characters a few times to get what you want. Yeah, that's Kale. He's a cartographer. Not much to say. Yes, usually they give you like prompts, like they let you pick, but no, sometimes they just respond as if you said yes. The game is really just expecting you to take the answer of yes, we're doing this. Yes, if it wasn't obvious, shield enemies are annoying as fuck. Damn it. Oh, great. Seems to be the case for most enemy types. It's not, honestly, it's usually not that bad. Like, the shielded enemies are the ones I absolutely just hate the most. That was gonna be stun locked to that. That's fair. Because sometimes that might actually end up happening. I'm gonna look something up real fast. There's something that's driving me crazy. I usually don't struggle with this, but the last couple times I've played this game, I've struggled with this stupid shortcut. see. Ah, my internet has to be crap now. Well, if it's not working, I'm sure somebody will tell me. The ambient noises remind you of more Korea time. That's fair. My laptop's just telling me a bunch of like things are going on with the stream, but it looks fine. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's see if I can pull this off still, because I don't want to deal with this shortcut. Hmm. Okay, so I don't remember how to do this. Maybe. That's very much a possibility. Damn, I finally died. Yes, enemies respawn when you use a bonfire. Yeah, and that's what I meant by like how the souls thing works. It's like they'll they'll leave it around where you died, and it's up to you to just get them again if you can.
Here, however.
All right.
Bearer of the curse.
Well, there used. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's exclusive. I don't know if they took it out of this version or not. I remember the original. If you threw, I believe, if you threw a firebomb in the right spot, it would hit the barrels on the other side to explode. I'm not sure if I could do it again here.
You, the name, and you are? A man not well-equipped. I'll be around.
Oh, just a random player. Cool. They're ready to remove his shield. Not necessarily a type of weapon. More, this game has this game has a poise system. Basically, the more you hit them, the more likely their poise is to break, and it applies with shield. It's basically how quickly you take out their stamina. This ring is supposed to help with that because it's reduction of enemy poise. So it's like, if I do enough damage, it'll break his shield, but it's just not easy, I guess is the word I want to use. And it's just kind of annoying because sometimes it just doesn't work as intended. Alright, I just got what is called the Chloranthy ring, which means I always have a stamina increase. Oh, Titanite slab. Now my stamina increases faster.
My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's a lot of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside.
Would it be the most out of place
I
thing in a
still have
Souls
the
game?
gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed. I'll leave this one to you.
God, this thing's durability is garbage.
Well, I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh, but you should take this.
Yeah, the way they track is kind of annoying.
It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
Son of a bitch. Being hollow just means you can't play online, your health is reduced by a little bit, and I don't remember all the little details. I don't think it affects anything, like, truly gameplay-wise outside of your health, though. Yes, it gets progressively worse. I'm gonna put back on some at least slightly better gear because this is getting annoying. So you can never outright like get easy effigies, but effigies are honestly inconsequential at best. Like the better I do, the more likely I'll have effigies to spare, but I'm rusty as hell. Oh yeah, the gear you had before seems like a gamble. Yeah, like every piece of gear has its own like defensive stats. So of course, if I'm wearing something that wasn't super strong like that, I'm gonna suffer some consequences. Good thing I forgot having a crossbow makes this game super easy. Yeah, you don't have one. No, I do. If you look at the bottom left when I put it on, there's a little thing that shows up. I have, I think I started the game with like 20. And you can buy more. Alright, so the guy who tricked us, and then some random dude. Just to show off some other mechanics of this game. Yeah, like it's designed to make you really think about how you want to approach things. This is the last giant. reject the giant that skipped out on holding the moon up. Oh my god. I'm impressed how many Majora parallels you're pulling out of this. Victory achieved. Got the soldier key and the soul of the last giant. I mean, that's fair. Like, the parallels are definitely there.
Are you? My name is. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gonna run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. When the giants crossed the sea. It seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these true. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet my lover. Thanks, kind.
Oh, that reminds me. So yeah, the soul of the lost giant. Um, acquire numerous souls, or perhaps there's two uses for boss souls. Um, honestly, given I've already almost 100% this game, I don't really need them for the other purpose. They can make certain weapons later on if you hold on to them, or you can just get the souls and make good use of them. die past potential jumps. This game is full of. This game is full of potential jump scares.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be. There, seek lesson.
Alright, let's see.
Do you know much about Stephen and what do you to be we and that?
Oh, I thought you had to die once to get that. Let's try one more area and then I'll probably call it. Just because my voice is starting to go.
I knew. I'll be around.
Man, I wish I had the energy today. It's like I don't like leaving it at the end like a bunch of silence, but I really don't have much to say at all. Doesn't help that I'm also like my throat is like starting to waver a bit because I really shouldn't be putting this much strain on it, so that's why I'm also like wanting to hopefully end with this next boss. So the game's balancing on damage done is pretty good. So it's like, thankfully, we're not worrying too much about that. Like, enemies also are very deceiving in this game.
Lively.
I'll be around.
Damn. Wasn't expecting him to drop that. I think it's time I find another strength weapon. Because that one is not lasting. Oh, I was literally focused on trying to change my stuff. You already beat him. Cool. Yeah, that was like that NPC specifically is very much just really funny because that's pretty much what it is. It's just like he's like, I'll just take care of it for you. Yeah, I do not. Okay. Already level 36. Okay. That being said, yeah, that's probably where I'm gonna stop because my voice is just killing me. I really don't have much to say. It's like I take a week off and like everything just seems to leave me mentally. Um, I will say no stream tomorrow, maybe Monday. Haven't decided quite yet what I'm gonna do because I'm still not 100%. But I know for a fact that tomorrow I'm just gonna take another day to myself. How many levels do you max at? Let me see. 838. Because it's 90. The max is 99 for every stat. So you do 99 times however many stats there are, you get like 800 and something. Yeah, no, this game doesn't mess around. But yeah, um, uh, yeah. Well, that being said, my brain, I have like lost my train of thought. I will see everybody Monday, and if that changes, well, I'll be sure to make sure that that's known. Until then, see y'all.